Hello and welcome again to the Friday Wrap for May 13th, 2016, which makes it the Friday the 13th Wrap. I hope you all had a wonderful and happy Mother's Day last weekend, and I thank you again for joining me. Last weekend, and thanks to an introduction from Burr Ridge residents and doctors Renu and Harish Bhatt, I got to attend the Akshaya Patra Gala in Rolling Meadows. It was an honor and a pleasure to sit with and get to know the event MC, who is Omi Vaidya, who's a nationally known comedian and actor, actually internationally known, and the keynote speaker, Mr. Gopi Kalail, who is the Google Sales and Marketing Chief. I'm told that Akshaya Patra USA raised just under $200,000 to support their noble cause of feeding 1.5 million school children daily across India as a result of that event and the recent visits. The village board met on Monday night, and most items were on the consent agenda. The only controversial topic on the agenda was that drew any resident comments was the proposed hotel and event center on the north side of I-55 at Harvester Drive and North Frontage Road. Though the village was criticized by one resident south of I-55, Mark Toma, for not notifying residents on the pending project with adequate notices, signage, and social media postings, the village did follow all the regulations in place, including notifying all the residents within the legally required perimeter and putting up signs, though two of the signs were apparently blown down by the wind, at least temporarily. No other residents objected. The ordinance was passed by a 4-2 vote with support by trustees Paveza, Grasso, Schiappa, and Murphy. However, trustees Bolus and Francis objected due to what could be described as inadequate parking in the event that it was filled to legal capacity during weekdays. Out of curiosity, just so you know, I performed my own investigation and found an abundance of open parking spots in the adjacent office complex during weekdays. Be sure to take a look at the picture, but of course, the petitioner confirmed and certainly reinforced that it will not be an issue, and the village will keep an eye on it once it's built. One other resident, James Holderman, addressed the board and distributed information that calls into question the intent and health of ComEd's new smart meters. At the board's request, there will be meetings with ComEd officials to respond to his concerns. As a side note, according to Mr. Holderman, the RF, or a radio frequency emission from the new smart meters, are not a concern. New water meters are not a concern, as it is a fraction of that of the pending electric company meters. An extra Veterans Memorial Committee meeting was held on Wednesday of this week to wrap up some final details and plans for the Armed Forces Day, which is on May 21st. Please mark your calendars. That's Saturday, 10 a.m. Two important items also discussed was the power washing of the memorial for the very first time since it was built, and the replacement of some of the landscaping. I was invited to another Mayors for Manufacturing event this week, thanks to a Burr Ridge resident, Zach Model, and even saw another one of our residents, Milan Petrovich. The event's host was TMA, Technology and Manufacturing Association. They are a nonprofit association that is committed to recognizing manufacturers as value-added producers of goods and services and creators of high-quality jobs for Illinois citizens. And frankly, on a personal note, I remain convinced that increased manufacturing in America would help. In this country would certainly help strengthen America, preserve our middle class, and enrich people's lives. And besides that, it's fun to make stuff and very gratifying. Zach Model, who is a past chairman of the board and chairman of its Government Relations Committee and PAC at TMA, introduced the guest speaker, which was Cook County Board President Tony Peckwinkle. In addition to being the Chief Alignment Officer of a family business called Atlas Tool and Die Works, Zach has also been a member of the Economic Development Committee in Burr Ridge for years, as well as involved in the community in many other areas. Last week, unfortunately, I missed a couple things. Below are two pictures that I forgot to include, which is one, and my apologies, but one is a reunion of our regular Starbucks group, and the other when I was actually the speaker for the Willowbrook Chamber of Commerce luncheon about my new book and the 50 Capitals trip. Actually, my very first time to address the chamber on those topics. For your information, Big Goals Short Deadlines is available on Amazon in hard copy and in a Kindle version now. That was just fresh last week. If you're looking for volume discounts, please visit my company website at www.samusa.com or contact us. In addition, if you missed the recycle event last weekend held at the Burr Ridge Middle School, be sure to prepare for it next year. You can bring an incredible number of things, everything from old computers, vacuum cleaners, books, and bikes to boxes of paper to be shred. Once again, it was sponsored by our very own state senator, Christine Radonio, and Representative Jim Durkin, who offices in Burr Ridge. And last but not least, today is my 3rd anniversary as mayor. I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to serve, to learn, to grow, to meet so many exceptional people and attend so many incredible events. Actually, since May 13th, 2013, it truly does feel a lot like a calling, and the experience has been priceless. Thanks again for joining me. Have a blessed and happy week. Take care.